Hey guys, Marzinger here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to be looking at something that I think a lot of people have been looking forward to since these units were revealed, especially the Part 2 units. We are going to go ahead and use the VEGITO and GOGETA on the same team. As you guys probably know by now, if you checked out the 55% showcases, or if you came to the stream, shout out to everyone that was there. I did actually get good luck in Part 2 compared to Part 1. Pulled all three of the units in 600 stones, and then used the pity coins to get VEGITO. So I now do indeed have my own tech Goku and Vegeta at 55%, and of course I pulled a copy of the Vegeta and Goku, aka GOGETA, as well. So they were at 55%. Haven't like fully link leveled them yet. I guess I could have done that before the video using the orbs and keys and stuff like that, but too excited to jump in and showcase them. Obviously I hadn't actually farmed the medals for Vegito. I know I should have, because I knew I was going to end up getting him with coins, but I had to farm up the rest of his medals to awaken him before we could do this video. So everyone on the team is getting the full leader skill apart from GOGETA, the STR Super Easy A. And the question is, I guess, if you want to run these two together, who is the best one to use as the leader? And I do think that Vegito has the better overall leader skill, largely because of having Earth Protecting Heroes and then Earthbred Fighters. It means that he has so many Gokus and Gohans on his full team, whereas obviously the Vegeta leader skill, Successors and then Gifted Warriors, it's like some Vegetas and there's some other like extreme characters, but not going to be as great, I think, overall. Obviously they both have Fused Fighters and Pure Saiyans, so there's a lot of great characters that can go on the team. And realistically, with the team being as good as it is, you know, one or two of the characters not getting the full leader skill is not going to be the end of the world whatsoever. So we start off with an interesting starting rotation. I haven't used Gohan enough to know whether I am safe to just put him in slot 1 here. He has guard, 20% damage reduction. He builds up as he attacks. I mean, it'll be awkward if he takes a super straight away here, but I think he'd probably be okay. So let's go ahead and do this. Get these for Goku. And then Gogeta. I love the fact that STR Gogeta has the new sprite as well. It looks so good. No rainbow orbs on this turn, though, which is a bit annoying. But we can go ahead and do that. Gogeta is obviously giving some support as well. Gohan does get a large chunk of defense when he gets hit as well, so he's tanking relatively well here. He's got guard, he's got 20% damage reduction. He's dropping at 17 mil. I should have double checked actually how much HP this team has, because obviously when I made the video when Vegito first dropped, it's possible to run a 1 million HP team, but that is of course with those units all being rainbowed, whereas I have of course all the new units only at 55%, so they're not going to be as crazy. But Goku dropping a 20 mil here as well. Goku obviously stacks attack on his supers, and then we'll be able to exchange into Vegeta. The funny thing is, like, finding events that will be long enough to be able to showcase these guys and actually get them to use their like full power. I thought this stage would be interesting, the Namek Saga for Goku, because when we get to Frieza, he locks and disables dodge, but obviously if we can fuse into Gogeta by then, Gogeta's immune to status effects, so he can't be locked. Dodge will still be disabled, but he can't be locked in place, which is certainly very interesting. So yeah, we'll start off here. Now this is going to be the interesting setup, because we're going to have Goku and Vegeta on the same turn on the next turn, I think. Yeah, oh, okay, the friend Goku is in slot 7. Okay, so we're not going to get the Goku and Vegeta together straight away. Goku and Vegeta for the like Tech Goku and AGL Vegeta, the starting forms are the more defensive ones, right? Like 300% extra defense and guard for the first 3 turns, stacks defense on super. But I think we probably just let Gotenks go in slot 1 here. Annoying that the friends were in the slots that they are, because it means we won't be able to get Goku and Vegeta next to each other for a couple of turns here, because we're going to have turn 3 come in. We're going to have to float that guy off. So we're not going to get Goku and Vegeta on the same turn together until turn 6, which is kind of annoying. Obviously they're going to link very well together, and the best part is, regardless of the exchange, they're going to link in the different forms as well. So obviously that's going to work quite nicely together. But yeah, there's the crit. Gotenks, of course, guaranteed crit 24 key, guaranteed additional 18 key. He's on the 200% lead, the full 220 lead, I should say, for both of these new units, because obviously he's a fused fighter, and then he's on Earth bred fighters for Vegito's lead, and on fusion, obviously, for Gogeta's lead. So if you did summon for him at the end of last year and get the Tech Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, he's definitely going to be a great unit for these guys' teams. So... And of course, you know, these guys are on final trump card because of the fusion, so he has the ally that he needs on the team. So yeah, very, very good. And then of course, Hercule is a support for Earth Protecting Heroes, which both the units are on. So he's providing support to most of the team as well. He can be pretty good when he gets going, gets his dodges off and everything. He can still be a bit of a liability if he's going to be the one that takes like a big super or something, but especially because mine is only 55%. But he definitely can be very, very useful. Okay, so you've got 324, and you have... How much damage reduction does this Goku have again? Now that I've finally got my own copy, I need to actually like memorize what he does. 50% damage reduction. So yeah, he does have more damage reduction than Gohan. The only difference is he doesn't have guard, and guard does make a pretty significant difference to shaving off a lot of the damage, but we'll go ahead and put him in slot 1 here, hope for the best. Do this for you, and then grab these for you. Yeah, as long as we don't get supered in slot 1, yeah, then we're all good. Between Goku and Gohan here, we probably should finish him off. 26 mil. Obviously, Goku and Gohan together always share a decent amount of links anyway, so this rotation works out quite nicely. I mean, Gohan's not going to get to attack again, but it is what it is. Okay, so now we get on to turn 4. So now is when we can get our potential for the reversible exchange with Vegeta into Goku.
Mind your own business, Kakarot.
Yeah, I get it. I've never faced someone this strong before. I'm getting excited.
Okay. We're not going to fuse straight away, because obviously I want to try and get the big, like, double active skill turn. So I think, well, we can't fuse this turn anyway. So let's go ahead and switch over to Goku. So, of course, Goku has the Veku fusion that we're not going to use, of course. Because we only have the one, and we want to use his thing. But he, in slot 1, has guard, 70% chance to dodge, extra 10% dodge chance if you get 10 key, got a bunch of defense, he's providing everyone with attack support. So I think we'll just go ahead and do this. We will keep Gotenks here, I think. So we'll do that. 5 rainbow, because he gets so much extra key with rainbow orbs that it actually prioritizes picking up the rainbow orbs, which is nice. And we can grab those for you, which gives us some support. Back up to 94% HP. There's the dodge. Yeah, 80% chance to dodge slot 1. Pretty good. And then 15 mil here for the Goku attack stat. So the Goku attack stat not as high as the Goku from the previous card. But obviously when you switch over, it's more about the defense. So Goku is obviously more comparable to the Vegeta portion of the Vegito card. But we get our additional attacks off here. Do a decent bit of damage. We're building up our defense, so we should be able to tank relatively well on any follow-up attacks, were there to be any. But of course, you know, we also have 80% dodge. Gotenks getting a 30 mil attack here because he's got a ton of links active with Goku on one side and Gogeta on the other. Support from the Super Easy A Gogeta as well, so big damage from him. And then we get the additional from the hidden potential as well. Yeah, Gotenks is so crazy. We knew, like, summoning for him in December, like, he was going to thrive with the anniversary if we did indeed get fusions. And so, yeah, on this team with Gogeta and Vegito, then obviously this Gotenks is just absolutely crazy. So, SDR Gogeta will finish off Ginyu here. Now, this will be interesting because we have the Frieza fight where, as we've already said, he locks and disables dodge. So that could be awkward for getting the setup that we want here, because we're going to float off the... We've already floated off one of the Goku and Vegetas. I guess for this one, we could exchange into Vegeta and use his active skill, just so he has the... We do the Potara Crush, and then he's like the solid slot 1 tank. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Okay, Gohan's locked in slot 3, which I suppose is fine. So let's do this. And then, yeah, next rotation is going to be the other Goku and Vegeta, and they should be able to fuse. So, yeah, let's go ahead and Potara Crush here so we can put this Vegeta in slot 1 with the extra buff. And then we just have to hope Hercule actually gets the dodge, because, of course, if he doesn't dodge in the middle, then that'll be very unfortunate for us. I mean, we could run the risk of putting him in slot 1, I guess, but... Because, yeah, this is definitely awkward. I'm not sure whether Hercule, regardless of which slot he's in, has the potential to let us down here. I won't do the family Kamehameha, or the father-son Kamehameha, I should say, just yet. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then, yeah, hopefully he supers Vegeta after Vegeta attacks here. But we shall see. We get Vegeta's attack off, get the additional... All leading up to... the thing is, I guess I really would have liked it to have been turn 1 of a phase, because the Vegito-Gogeta combo is going to be so ridiculously powerful. Like, I don't know if... Like, this guy is not going to be able to survive even the 2 active skills if he's not on full HP. So, ideal scenario is that we just one-turn this phase, but I don't think... Oh, of course, he gets guaranteed hits. Fortunately, Hercule's defense is actually quite decent after he's attacked. 26 mil for Gohan here. Didn't get the 24 keys, so we don't get the guaranteed crit. But yeah, unfortunately, we do not one turn. So this is where the problem comes in. Because now we have the ability to bring out the ultimate devastation combo. But are we going to have... Or actually, can we fuse this turn? This is the problem with having the slot 7. Was the one I floated off the one that was in slot 7? Because obviously his thing is from their starting turn. So can we actually fuse this guy? I guess what we can do is fuse the Vegeta at least. Or fuse into Gogeta at least. And then... Okay, yeah, you can fuse as well. Man, this is going to be so crazy. What a turn this will be. Like, if imagine... I really wish he was on full health. He locked you in the middle. So the funny thing is, now we can see first hand example here. So Vegeta is locked in the middle. So let's go ahead and fuse into Gogeta. To get our beautiful fusion animation. I know people are mad that like most of it is just the same as the Tech Gogeta fusion, but it still looks great, and it's just the means to the end to get Gogeta out, right? So now Gogeta is out, and oh look, we can move Gogeta because he's immune to status effects, which means he can't be locked in place. So that's pretty good. 634k on the turn where he comes out. But now let's go ahead and do this as well. Should I just save the active skills for full power Frieza? Because, like, are we just going to one-shot him with the active skills here? I really want to see, like, the damage number as well. Because remember that Gogeta's active skill is going to buff the entire rotation. But I guess the problem is I want to see what, like, Vegito's buffed counters are going to do. So, ideally, I don't want to, like, just kill him here with the 2 active skills. So... Now we're at 634. We've got every link active except Over in a Flash. And he has every link except Power Bestowed by God. So, like, what a great rotation these two make. And then look at those animations as well for the actual character sprites. We've got the aura and the belt flapping. We've got Vegito taking his stance. Look at that. Looks so good. And then we have Gotenks who doesn't have one. So, I guess, what do we want to do here? Do we want to just kill him with the counters? I kind of want to see the Gogeta Final Flash, because to be fair, on the active skill turn where we use both the active skills, we're going to get a ton of counters with Vegito, and that's going to be what finishes off the fight. So I guess let's go ahead and do this. But yeah, Gogeta obviously going to tank here, and then 22 million. Remember, 55% level 1 links. He gets 2 guaranteed additional supers as well. Oh, and he gets guaranteed crits. Now, the problem is, as I've said before, like, despite the fact that the Gogeta is still absolutely fantastic, he can't out-damage Vegito on a turn where Vegito can actually get a bunch of counters, right? Because even though he gets the extra guaranteed super and he is getting guaranteed crits, from what I've seen from, like, the Vegito, they hit fairly similar attack stats. Like, Gogeta hits a bit of a higher attack stat, gets the guaranteed crit. He does 3 supers. Let's say Vegito only does 2, but then Vegito does a whole bunch of counters, which after he's attacked and been buffed and stuff like that, are almost doing as much damage as a super attack, like, by themselves. So, oh, this is a really awkward turn, because he does so much damage with his super attack. Let me double check how much damage his normals do. Because can we get away with putting STR Gogeta in slot 1? Because let's see, events, challenge, Goku story, Namek Saga. Yeah, Full Power Frieza does, okay, Full Power Frieza does 750k with his normals. And then he raises attack on super. Gogeta gets damage reduction for each attack performed, so he's not going to have damage reduction in slot 1, but he has guard against extreme class enemies, and he already has 767k, so he should take double digit damage. And then obviously Vegeta gets his supers off, and he has guard and everything. Obviously when we pick up the orbs, we get a little bit of extra support as well. So yeah, I think we should be fine here. So we do this, and then we do this, and we shouldn't do too much damage. I mean, Gogeta will do relatively good damage, but yeah, so he takes double digit damage from the normals. Just what we want to see. Hopefully he doesn't get too many extra attacks off, because obviously Gogeta, STR Gogeta can do some solid damage. I mean, Frieza has 130 million HP, which is, you know, relatively good. I mean, the previous phase only had 110. So the additional normal end there. Yes, nice. It's the only time we like celebrate bad RNG is when we're trying to set up like a really crazy good hard hitting turn with like multiple active skills and stuff. Like, we don't want to do too much damage in this turn. So yeah, this is working out perfectly so far. I'm really intrigued to see how much Vegeta is going to take from this though, because obviously this guy does 2.1 million, but he also crits, so it's actually more than 3 million, because he also greatly raises attack. 89k, nice. Yeah, Vegeta obviously very strong defensively, especially after you use the Potara Crush. And then Hercule here, obviously with the little bit of extra damage, but no attacks for him, so we don't have to worry. So this is where it all kicks off. So this is the turn that we came to see. We also have Gohan here in case we actually got the opportunity to use his active skill, but this is where it's all going to kick off, because Gogeta's active skill, ultimate damage to the enemy, but then it gives all allies 54% attack and defense, and attacks effective against all types other than him, right? So if we look at, like, you've got 315 start of turn defense, you've got 281. Let's go ahead and use this. The greatest fusion of all. So good. Animation effect and everything is so good. The flip into the sweep, then it's like a casual strut as they fly past, then boom, catches up in the air. Soul Punisher Rasengan. I genuinely can't believe that somebody in the details video complained about this, because it's not the real Soul Punisher. It's like, yeah, it's something completely new and original, and it looks super cool. Like, what? So yeah, now we've got 486k with Vegito. You've got 434. Now we're going to go ahead and use Vegito's active skill, which is going to give him 300% defense and activate the target skill ability. So, oh boy, are we going to see some damage on this turn. We could use the Father-Son Kamehameha as well, but then we wouldn't actually get to see Gogeta and Vegito attack. So as much as that's a bit sad for Gohan, like, this video was about seeing Gogeta and Vegito dominating together on the same rotation, so we're not going to use the Father-Son Kamehameha here. But obviously, you know, using Gohan on this team with these guys and then being buffed by Gogeta's active skill. It's going to give him so much extra damage. But yeah, I mean, he just stands absolutely no chance now. Look at this, 1.4 million defense. This is my Vegito that's 55% level 1 links. He has 1.4 million defense, he has guard, and he has 60% damage reduction. So let's bear in mind that we can get these rainbow orbs for you here. Then we'll grab these for you. And we'll grab these for you. So now we just get to sit back and watch these guys absolutely destroy Full Power Frieza, who apparently isn't supering this turn. So Vegito with the target ability, all the counters are going to go to him. All the attacks are going to go to him for these first few slots. So these are all going to counter. We did the active skill this turn, which means we get guaranteed crits. Every time he gets hit, he's building up his attack. So he gets hit a bunch of times here, fires back with these counters and does a big chunk of damage. Then it's time for Gogeta. I'm not going to hit the nodes here because we do want to see as many more follow-up attacks as we can. So he's at a 24 million on this turn. Bearing in mind this is with like no support unit, no domain. So if we start throwing teams together to really try and like juice these numbers up, like these guys will be doing even more crazy stuff than this. Like I won't be doing any more summons on the Gogeta banner, so it is a shame that I didn't get Beerus as another support to throw on the team. I could probably have bought Beerus like instead of Gohan or instead of STR Gogeta, so we had more support like floating around. But yeah, Gogeta just going to drop a whole bunch of these final flashes. They're all critting, and then with the tiny amount of health that Frieza is going to have left, he's going to fire off a bunch of other normal attacks and just get countered to death by Vegito. And this is what I'm saying about like the damage output, because bear in mind these supers are doing what, like 15 million damage crits. We actually got the hidden potential level 5 additional there as well. Let's go. 10% chance to do an additional, and we got it. So these doing somewhere between 15 and 17 mil, and then Vegito pre-super dropping 6.7 million counters. And bear in mind he already did like 4 of those at the start of the turn. So we had a whole bunch of those more incoming, then his own super, then more counters after that. So yeah, I'm going to be jumping into, I put off doing the extra 3 stages of the Formidable Foes event, because obviously going into the part 1 banners, I only had Blue Evolution Vegeta, and I was really struggling with those events outside of basically using the same like Glorio Buhan like team. Whereas now that we've got these units and we can go into some crazy events like that, unfortunately those are shorter battles, so we don't have as much time to set up like the crazy Gogeta-Vegito combo. But there we go. So that team absolutely destroying this stage. I mean, if you have them, you just throw the new Super Saiyan 4 Goku on the team instead of like Hercule or Gogeta. I don't know who the optimal other pick would be as well, but like this is probably one of the best teams in the game, if not just straight up the best team in the game, right? So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. How do you like to run the team if you do have both of them? Do you use Vegito as the leader or Gogeta? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.